Brave Kids, welcome to another week of Midweek Mixup. We're so excited that we're here. Hey, this week we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna make thank you cards because this is the season to be thankful and grateful. I know Thanksgiving is notorious and famous for eating a lot of turkey or pumpkin pie, but let's take a moment today to sit and be thankful for those that we love. But before we do that, let's jump into worship and give thanks to our great God.
Hey everyone, welcome to Brave Church. We are so grateful that you are joining us today. It's gonna be a great day. Wherever you are, let's worship, let's lift our voices and let's sing to our God. Come on. Rock my soul, remember this. He took my sin and he buried it. No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. No, I won't boast, but in the cross that saved my soul, all else is lost. The grip of fear has no hold on me. So where, oh death, where is your sting? No longer I who live, now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. All of this for your glory. Come on, we give him all the glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. Come on, lift up your voice. Oh, all of this for your glory. That's right. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, we give it to you, Lord. Oh, all of this for your glory. Oh, all of this for your glory. No longer I who live. Come on. Now Jesus lives in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. 1, 2, 3. Come on. All of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. All of this for your glory, Lord. All of this for your glory.
When I'm drowning, oceans raging all around me. Through the thunder and the waves, you're constant. You're my lifeline in the storm. rushing through this broken vessel. You're the calm within the current, hope rising through the storm. You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. Endless mercy. You had every right to leave me. All my sin had left me stranded, but your love has brought me home. You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. I'm holding on to you. And I'm holding on to you. 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 You'll never leave me. It doesn't matter what I'm facing. No, when I'm failing, you're holding on to me, and I'm holding on to you. 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 I'm holding on to you.
Recently, I heard a story from a friend who talked about this kid who had given his life to Christ, and on his hand, he took a pen and wrote the word sinner. When he saw that this kid had wrote that on his hand, he immediately went to him and asked him why he did that. And he said that he wanted to remember who he was. And my pastor friend was like, dude, that's not who you are. And so he took a marker and marked out the word sinner, and underneath it, he wrote the word son. That's who you are. When we give our lives to Christ, we are not the sin that we've committed. We're not our past. You are the son or the daughter of Christ. As we worship today, remember who you are, remember whose you are, and let's worship him with everything we've got.
Narrow as the road may seem, I'll follow where your spirit leads. Broken as my life may be, I will give you every piece. I hear you call. I am available. I say yes, Lord. for the one who gave me life. Nothing is a sacrifice. Use me how you want to, God. Have your throne within my heart. I hear you call, and I am available, and I say, yes, Lord, I am available.
Sometimes I ask myself,
Who am I really?
hang on for the loop!
3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hi, Ricky.
And I'm Jamie, and this month we're gonna be talking a lot about you.
Me?
Yes, you and me and everyone and these people back here.
Show them what we're talking about. Hey! Look at that!
Ah!
So this month we are talking a lot about identity, all the things that make you, you.
Let's be clear, who you are is anything but ordinary.
Yeah, you might just think you're a regular old human beat bopping from normal event to normal event.
But the Bible has an out of the ordinary description of who you are.
It says you are made in the image of God.
That's not ordinary at all.
And we are going to use these mirrors to show you exactly that.
And we're going to use them to get invisible.
Wait, what?
Yes, we're going to use them to get invisible later on.
No, like seriously? Like,
Yeah, we're gonna set it up, but first let's check out this quote from C.S. Lewis.
oh, chicken strips.
There are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. Nations, cultures, arts, civilizations, these are mortal, and their life is to ours as the life of a gnat. But it is immortals whom we joke with, work with, marry, snub, and exploit. Immortal horrors or everlasting splendors.
Here's the deal. Me and you, we are more than ordinary. We're more than ordinary because we are made in the image of God. Just like C.S. Lewis said, we are an everlasting splendor. That means we are an eternal joy, not only to God, but to other people. We are made in the image of God. So what does that mean, right? What does it mean to be made in the image of God? Does that mean we look like him? Does that mean we smell like him? Does that mean we sound like him? What does that really mean? And so this week, we're gonna look at a video from the Bible Project that tells a little bit more about that.
People aren't to make images of God because God has already made images of himself.
When did he do that?
Well, let's go to page 1 of the Bible. And the first person we meet there is God. He's the one with authority over all creation. He speaks and creation obeys, and he defines what is good and not good. In other words, he alone is king. But then surprisingly, as the pinnacle of all of God's creative work, he makes humans, and he calls all of them the image of God.
Wait, so he gives all humans the authority to rule.
Exactly, that's what he goes on to say. He tells the humans to subdue the earth and to rule it. And so this task that once belonged only to elite kings is here in the Bible the task of every human being. This was a revolutionary statement in its day because all humans are being called to rule and to participate in the human project.
So what does this mean? I mean, how are we all supposed to rule?
So the picture we get in Genesis is gardening.
Gardening?
Yes, gardening. So they rule the earth by cultivating it, by harnessing all of the earth's raw potential and then making something more and new out of it.
So growing food for each other.
Yes, but that also includes growing families then, which become neighborhoods, and then they create communities where people are going to work and take care of each other and build businesses and cities that will expand to new places and so on.
So ruling is really the day-to-day acts of our work and creativity.
Yes, we take the world somewhere. This is humanity's divine and sacred task. So this is the Bible's depiction of the human condition. So sometimes we pull off amazingly good stuff, but just as often, despite our best intentions, we act selfishly and we create evil in the world.
And so we're stuck as mediocre rulers making a mess of things.
But that's not the end of the story. So the Bible goes on and it makes this claim that all of this was resolved when God bound himself to humanity through Jesus. And he showed us what it looks like to truly rule as a human.
So what does it look like?
Well, Jesus ruled by serving and by seeking the best for others, by putting himself underneath them and loving not just his friends, but also his enemies.
And that's not a typical way to rule.
And not only that, Jesus confronted the consequences of all of the evil and the death that we have created by our messed up ways of ruling. And he takes it. I mean, he lets it kill him. And so when the New Testament writers looked back to Jesus' resurrection, they see a whole new future opening up for all humanity.
Jesus is a new way to be human.
Yeah, that's why they called Jesus the image of God, or the new human. And not only that, they also believe that Jesus' divine life and power is now available to heal and to transform us to become our life and power.
And this sounds really nice, but what does it really look like?
So practically, the Apostle Paul said it looks like people being filled by Jesus' own presence and spirit, filled with love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and integrity and gentleness and self-control. He says this is the new humanity that God wants to create in us so that we become people in whom God's image is being restored, people who will move the human project forward.
So, two big things I took away from that video about the image of God. Number one is that God is our creator. God is our creator. And so if we're made in his image, that means we are created to create. We are made to create times and opportunities that we can show Jesus through our lives. We do that by reflecting. We do that by reflecting on who Jesus is and what he did for us. We reflect it to others around us so that when people see us, they don't see us, they see Jesus. In Ephesians 5:8, it says, "For once you were full of darkness, but now you have light. So live as people of light. Live as you have something so bright to shine that you cannot contain it, because you do. Live as people who have something to shine to all, no matter what. Like you have something to show and shine and reflect to everyone." The second thing is that we are all made in God's image. So that means you were made in his image, but that means the person sitting next to you was made in his image, and the person sitting next to that is made in his image, and the person you don't even know is made in God's image. And so it's time that we decide to see people the way that Jesus sees us, the way that God sees us, and that is in his image. Like we all have something to offer, like we all have something to show, and like we all have something to shine. So we should shine that and treat people the way that they deserve to be treated.
Did it work, Jamie? Am I invisible?
You're gone!
Yay!
Yay, invisibly!
You did it.
Oh,
No,
you
but
weren't
seriously,
really
is it time to get invisible?
Yes.
Like for real, for real?
Tis time!
Let's go.
Woohoo! And some of our loop shirts have laid out some tape for us, and they're also
thank
here to
you.
help as well. Aren't they lovely assistants? Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so line the mirrors up on the line.
Okay.
Okay, and good.
Clamps. All right. And I have this guy, and I have this guy. I feel like it was better on top.
Like this.
I don't know how that white piece worked.
That's probably an extra piece anyway. Okay, I definitely know how these work.
Ricky, do we really think that being invisible is worth all this work?
Listen, it's worth any amount of mirrors that we have to make happen.
Okay.
Okay, I think, is that still? Okay, so how does this make us invisible?
Okay, so these mirrors are going to reflect the light and create an optical illusion of you being invisible.
Okay. Is that it?
I'm not totally sure, but I think maybe I need to stand here. Whoa, look, my body's gone. Invisible!
Jamie, where did you go?
Very cool.
This mirror is reflecting off of this mirror, which is reflecting off of this mirror, which is reflecting off of this mirror, which is reflecting this. And so you can only see the front mirror, which is this, and that makes you invisible. Jamie, oh no.
Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Going down, 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 down. So now that we have this, what would we do with our invisibility?
Win all of the hide and seek championships. Would you think to become like a superhero? I feel like that'd be very expensive and very delicate. It's just like, all right, everyone, wait, just give me a second. Let me just, all right, and you're gone. Okay, great, got it.
Whoa!
All right,
That's pretty neat.
You know what, we can just be waving to everyone.
Hey, I'm wiggling, I'm dancing with my noodle arms.
Yes.
It looks like you're dancing.
So, if you are like these mirrors, what are you reflecting? Very
Yay!
Okay, so like freshman year, I feel like was super easy for me to talk about Jesus with people, like at school. And then for some reason, over the summer, like I just got like a lack of courage a little bit. And then it was scary for me just to wear like my Life Church shirts to school. So it was even scarier for me to like actually go up to people and invite them to Switch and invite them to church. And a lot of times youth pastors would come at lunch and I would give us out invites to hand out. And I would want to hand them out to people, but I was just always so scared. So I just always had stacks of invites laying in my backpack.
Alrighty, so here's my take on it because I've struggled with the same thing. As Christians, especially in a school kind of home church environment, we are a lot like billboards. People walk by us and people interact with us, seconds at a time, maybe, a quick hey there and a handshake there, high five there or something. And the way we interact with people briefly is, in a way, advertising or showing off how Jesus is inside of us and how we're wanting to reflect Jesus, if that makes sense. So, for instance, you drive by a billboard and you see a quick flash of what they're advertising. And you're like, oh, hey, that's what that company has. Well, you see, you in the hallway and it's just a quick, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. And it's just a quick advertisement of the kind of Christian you want to be, if that makes sense.
How do we know how to live like Jesus if he doesn't live in our time? So like, if you want to live like Selena Gomez, you can just look at her Instagram and like mimic that. But since Jesus doesn't live in our time, then how do we know how to reflect him or live like him?
I think the Bible has a lot more answers than we give it credit for. If you look at scripture, who did Jesus hang out with?
Broken, lost, lonely people.
Yeah, exactly. If you want the truth, too often I find myself striving for popularity, striving for the approval of people who I look up to. But when Jesus was here, he was going for the outcast and for the forgotten. And so I think if we really want to advertise that kind of billboard Christianity that we want, we need to be going for the lost and the broken.
A mirror can't generate its own light. It reflects whatever light is around it. You were made as a reflection of God. If I look at you, what would I see reflected? God or something else? Don't let anyone tell you that you were made for something else. You were made to shine the glory of God to the world around you. Get your light from the Lord and live as people of light. You are bright.
You're in my mirror. Can I get in your mirror?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in your mirror. That was hard.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, you are made in the image of God.
And so are the people next to you.
So remember, who are you reflecting?
Live as people of the light. And until next time,
Enjoy the ride!
Hey everyone, welcome to the final Teach Me How of the semester. I'm so glad you're here with us today. Today we are going to be thinking of the next holiday. What is the next holiday that we have? That's right, Thanksgiving. So when I think of Thanksgiving, I think of pumpkin pie, apple pie, turkey, spending time with my family. But also Thanksgiving is a great time to remember of all the things we can be thankful for. Today, I'm going to teach you how to say thank you 2 different ways. We can say thank you with our words, but we also can say thank you with our actions. So I'm going to show you how to make a thank you card. So if you have some supplies around the house, I'm sure you can find these supplies. I just got a blank piece of paper. If you have colored paper at home, that would be great. I got some crayons. I got a marker so you can see my writing. And then also, if you have a bag, I want you to pause this video and collect a couple leaves from the yard. I'm sure you guys have some leaves falling from your trees in your yard. So pause this video, go grab a couple leaves because I'm going to show you a really cool trick that we could do for our thank you card. So once you have your leaves in your bag, you're going to take a blank piece of paper like this, and you're going to pick some leaves to put under your paper. So I'm going to pick this one, it's pretty flat. And on the corner, I'm going to take a colored crayon and trace the leaf. So after I trace them all, I put them in each corner, like so. It shows up like leaves. So once we have that done, we can fold our card. Now you can totally give them a card just like this, but if you want to make it have an outside and an inside, you can fold it once, like so. And if you really want, you can even fold it again. I'm gonna leave it just folding once. And then we're gonna write somebody, that person that you thought of earlier, who we're thankful for. So I'm thinking, I'm thankful for my mom. So I'm gonna write at the front, Mom, because that's who this card is to. So just like that. Then I'm gonna open it, and I'm thinking of some ways that I wanna tell her I'm thankful. Now we can just say, I'm thankful for you, but we wanna try to think of things that we're thankful for this person about. So I'm thankful for my mom because she cooks me some yummy dinners, and I just love her cooking. So I'm gonna write a card to my mom saying how much I love her cooking. Okay, so I chose to write to my mom, and inside I put, thank you for everything you do, Mom. I love your yummy dinners. Thanks for cooking for me. Love, Kayla. And so I wrote it just like that. And then now I can give this to my mom, and these are the words that I can say thank you with. Okay, so when I'm thinking of all the things that my person has done for me and the words that I want to choose to show them that I'm grateful, I could be thinking of things they do for me like helping me when I'm down, making me happy when I'm sad, taking me to soccer practice, cooking for me, just being there for me. What are ways that this person shows that they love you, and how are you thankful for that? So now that we've gone over ways that we can show people that we're thankful with our words, we want to teach you how to show people that we are grateful with our actions. So some things might be just doing an extra chore without being asked, or saving up your money and buying a gift for somebody that you're really thankful for, and just doing an act of service to show them how thankful we are. Okay, brave kids, so I want to challenge you to show somebody that you are thankful for them with your words and also with your actions. Brave Kids, I'm thankful for you, and I just hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. And we are also thankful for you for watching Midweek Mixup. And even though this is the last week of Midweek Mixup this semester, we're still gonna be dropping the Kids Weekend Experience every Sunday. So make sure you're tuned in there. Have a great Thanksgiving and have a wonderful week.